Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart, and we'll start by mapping out the current range. And it's the range we're dealing with. Start off the week. Of course, we were bearish swing structure due to this being the lower high from previous highs. And this high did take out the lows. The previous structure been consolidating sideways as buyers step back in and push price back into premium of this overall range, but price has just been consolidating sideways throughout that last week. Then buyers step back in, broke structure to the upside, and took out some of the liquidity sitting over these highs. Price reacted again from this area of supply, but we're just waiting to see what price can do from here. As you can see, it can come ahead and take out this lower high and then change the bias to bullish on at least the 4-hour chart swing structure. But the prices do start to push down back past all these buyers to step back up, back down into area of discount. We're looking for any type of selling opportunity if it does go down, because overall, this being the lower high, swing structure is still bearish until it takes out its lower high. But right now, not looking for anything in particular. As you can see, it's just been consolidating sideways. So looking for any type of momentum shift as price would go above these highs, then come back into that range. So not really a trending market overall for the month of August. Really just been consolidating for the most part, and have 1 week left to see what prices can do. If it does make a move higher, then I'll be looking for any type of retracement, any type of bullish momentum, and to look for any type of buying opportunity. GBP USD, let's go map out the current range. And as you know, overall swing structure just like what Euro USD, it's bearish. Buyer step back in, push deep into premium, retrace 100%. Didn't break past this lower high. Started a corrective retracement as bullish momentum still pushing prices higher. Came back into this area of demand. Prices reacted from it. Buyer stepped back up, broke structure to the upside. So right now, still, since there was no clean closure over the lower high, swing structure still bearish with this being the low of this range. Now internally, still bullish because it broke structure to the upside. There's highs being formed, highs being taken out. Just looking for any type of momentum shift to see if this can break through this lower high from the previous highs. And look for any type of retracement, just like with Euro. And try to look for any type of buying opportunity if that does happen this month. Again, it's just been slowly moving. Since I can impose a move from the buyers, but I have to make sure, since we are in premium of the overall swing structure, to wait for the momentum to pick up. And we just briefly look at DXY. We know it's been flirting with this trend line. This trend line here. Of course, we said previously, overall, of course, the DXY has been bearish, but then started to make gains to the upside, took out these highs. Swing structure is bullish overall because these lows took out this previous high of the previous structure. But as you know, seller step back in. It has really just been consolidating, breaking structure to the downside, taking out the liquidity sitting under these lows. Right now, it's reacting from this area of support. It's reacting from this area of support here. So wait to see if it does retrace, come back up, possibly touch this trend line again, maybe take out another hit in premium before continuing back down. But we're waiting to see if there's any type of momentum, any type of fundamental news that can push this to continue this bearish move down internally, because obviously it's just been consolidating sideways. If it does continue to push down, look to change the bias once it does start taking out some of these other lows and stay close under this trend line. But overall, just looking to see if there's any type of momentum that could pick up to the downside. AUD USD, let's go map out the current range. Just the previous range. There was no real closure. This was the previous range from this leg, 4-hour chart. Of course, it retraced back into premium. Retraced back into premium. So let's react from this support area. Push prices back down. Consolidated under these lows, but then buyer step back up. Overall, for the 4-hour swing structure, still bearish, but now internally bullish. If it does make a higher low internally, then it wouldn't line up. Still, overall, with this AUD USD is still technically just in this area of consolidation. It's been trading sideways for a while. It's not really a trending market. It just continues to react from the highs of this range, sell back down, and then react from the lows of this overall range. So really, it's just been range bound, consolidating sideways. You can still take trades, but it's not really a trending market. In terms of it, we're tracing back into premium, we're tracing back into or in discount or in premium. We're now consolidated. Buyers pushing back up. You can expect it to continue to push. If it does get past this area of supply formed internally. But overall, just looking for any type of momentum to break out of this whole pattern that we've been watching for the past few weeks. NZD USD. Let's go map out the current range. Unlike AUD USD, this does continue to push, even though it has been corrective and consolidating sideways. Also, it has been making a lower high than these highs, and that pushed past the lows of that previous structure. So, bearish swing structure came back down. Now, buyer step back up, broke to the upside. Now we're here consolidating again in this gap, looking for a type of push back into premium. And possibly can react from this area of supply. We're only looking for any type of selling opportunity. If bearish momentum picks up once again after this move. But like I said, waiting to see if this can continue internally, push bullish until it hits premium or some area of supply in premium, and look for any type of momentum to the downside. GBP AUD. Let's go map at the current range. Been the range we've been dealing with. Of course, swing structure overall bearish, but price consolidated, started pushing to the upside internally, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Consolidated here and pushed once again, breaking past this trend line that we've been eyeing. And once that happened, it did not break past this lower high from the swing structure, and continued to push back down, back under that trend line we've been seeing, and back into this area of demand. We're gonna wait and see what prices can do from this area. If it does react from here, buyers react, wait and see if it can push past this trend line again and take out some liquidity sitting over these highs, and then finally break past this lower high of this swing structure. But if not, there's liquidity sitting under these lows. If it does push past this demand area and start to take out, go back down to discount, and start to take out some of this liquidity, look at any type of selling opportunity if momentum picks up in a significant way. Looking for any type of selling opportunity if it does, because internally, like I said, it has been bullish. This is the turnaround before it takes out this lower high. Then swing structure still is bearish, but like I said, it can react from this area of demand. If it does start to push higher, we're looking to change the bias, a bullish bias, looking for this to take out the lower high, and then look for any type of retracement in order to take any type of buying opportunity to higher prices. GBP NZD, let's go ahead and map out the current range. And as we know, swing structure is overall bearish from that previous high. This is the lower high of that swing structure. Of course, price reacted from this trend line, just like with GBP AUD, but never, of course, broke past it and closed under it. And we turned bullish internally, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now we're in somewhat of a corrective descending channel, waiting to see what prices can do from here. As there has been an impulse move And all of these dollar pairs, waiting to see if this gap gets filled, and if price can continue to push higher once it does take out. If it can target this lower high, if it can't take out the liquidity signal of these highs, we look at any opportunity. Once bullish momentum picks up, and then retraces back down, looking at any type of buying opportunity. Once that happens, what there is, of course, liquidity sitting under these lows, but technically overall still bearish swing structure, at least on this 4-hour chart, or even like the daily chart. I mean, it's been in this pattern for a while. If it does start to do that, may not be likely. Looking for any type of if there is significant momentum picking up to the bearish side and gets past this area of demand, we're looking for any type of opportunity to sell. But it's highly unlikely since this push has sustained. It looks like we're close to breaking past this lower high. So I look for any type of selling opportunity unless something really significant happens and starts to push the momentum back down. But if bullish momentum can continue, we look for any type of buying opportunity once it does break past this lower high. That means swing structure will be bullish by then. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.